Hey Grownups, I have something exciting to share with you. There's a brand new kids podcast out now that I think you're going to love. It's called Mysteries About True Histories. This show is perfect if you love adventures, solving riddles, and maybe even some wacky math problems. But I need a little help from some new friends to tell you more. Max and Molly, take it away.
From the creators of Who Smarted, Starglow Media, comes a brand new podcast called Mysteries About True Histories.
Does that sound serious enough?
Max, we only have 30 seconds for this promo. Just tell them how your mysterious aunt recruited us into a secret order of problem solvers who travel time and have epic adventures.
I don't have to. You just did.
Catch new episodes of Mysteries About True Histories every Thursday on Apple Podcasts or wherever you listen to podcasts.
Hi, my name is Zaya, and this is Girl Tales.
Thanks, Zaya, for that wonderful introduction. We have a special episode for you today, in celebration of the newest Strawberry Shortcake Netflix special, Strawberry Shortcake's Perfect Holiday. 'Twas Strawberry Shortcake's favorite holiday, and the merriest time of year in Big Apple City, Winterswirl. With gifts, treats, and the annual tree lighting ceremony, Strawberry is determined to make this the best Winterswirl ever. And for it to be the perfect holiday, she's going to bake her Grandberry's famous cinnamon cookies for every berry. Except, all of a sudden, all of the cinnamon in Big Apple City just disappears. Strawberry and her friends are determined to find out what's happening and save the holiday. Because the holidays are a time to relax and have fun with the berries you love. And as Strawberry is about to discover, magic is always all around you. You just need to believe it to see it. Strawberry Shortcake's Perfect Holiday is now playing on Netflix. Now on to our episode. This is Strawberry Shortcake and the Winterswirl Storm. Enjoy! I'd like to tell you about a berry bestie of mine.
Holy hazelnuts! Is it me? Am I the berry bestie?
Yes, Strawberry Shortcake, it is you, and a few other berries too. I'd like to tell them our Winterswirl story. Do you think you could tell it with me?
Absolutely! I'd be honored. 'Twas Winterswirl.
Oh, hold on a sec. I think maybe we should reintroduce you first.
Oh, yes, of course. I'm Strawberry Shortcake, and I am a berry bestie of Rebecca's. We met on Halloween when I came to Freshwater to help Akari the baker bake some delicious treats for the trick-or-treaters.
That's right. Strawberry here is a girl with big dreams who believes with all her strawberry-scented heart that
a perfectly baked treat can brighten any berry's day, especially during Winterswirl season.
Now, for those who don't know, could you explain what Winterswirl is?
Oh, it's just the merriest time of year. There's decorating, presents, parties, baking, of course. And the most exciting part, Cinnamon Swirl flies around in her magical flying cart, delivering cookies to every berry around the world. And some say her cart sprinkles cinnamon dust as she flies over a town.
Okay, I think that's enough context for the story. Are you ready to tell it?
Let's do this thing! Ooh, this is cooler than whipped cream! I get to tell a freshwater story! Whew. Okay, Strawberry, get your act together. Storytelling time! 'Twas Winterswirl season, and all through the land, we were off to Freshwater with delicious treats in hand. Excuse me, Rebecca. Does the whole story have to rhyme?
It does not.
Whew, thank goodness. Rhyming is harder than a biscotti cookie left out on the countertop for 11 days. So, okay, once upon a time, and the time was a few days before Winterswirl's Eve, I was here in Freshwater with 2 other berries. Blueberry Muffin.
Winterswirl is the most magical time of the year. I just can't wait until Cinnamon Swirl arrives to deliver all of her cookies. Don't you just love it?
And Sour Grapes.
This whole holiday is made up to get berries to buy more cookies.
Yeah, so in a hazelnut shell, Blueberry believes in the power of the universe and just totally digs the Winterswirl vibes. And sour grapes, she does not. Winterswirl just isn't her jam. But somehow they're friends, and they both had some free time in their schedule to help a berry out. And goodness graham cracker did I need it.
The treats Strawberry helped Akari the baker make during Halloween were a huge hit here in Freshwater. So much so that a ton of folks, including myself, ordered a baker's dozen or so of Strawberry's famous Winterswirl cookies.
A recipe lovingly passed down to me by my cranberry jam, and I was more than happy to deliver. It was kind of like I was Cinnamon Swirl delivering cookies before Winterswirl's Eve. But I only had one day to deliver them before I had to head back to Big Apple City so I could bake more for my baker's ball. So I baked them all up, and then early in the morning, Blueberry Grapes and I were off to Freshwater in my extraordinary berry food truck. Once we got there, we delivered some cookies to Paula Bunyan.
Winterswirl cookies! You sure know the way to a lumberjane's heart.
That girl is taller than a 49-tiered wedding cake. How cool is that? Then we had a delivery for Sasquatch, and let me just say she is not easy to find. Though Blueberry Muffin kinda sorta led the way as I drove the truck.
I can sense her. The universe is pointing me in this direction.
After about 30 minutes of that, we found Sasquatch in a mystical, mysterious cave.
Thank you, berries, for bringing me these cookies.
Then she disappeared right before our eyes.
Cool.
Weird.
We headed back to the food truck, and then Blueberry Muffin noticed something.
Ooh, it's starting to snow. Isn't this just dreamy?
More like nightmare-y.
I held out my hands to feel the snowflakes. It was just a light dusting, so we kept pushing forward. We drove under a bridge to deliver cookies to Trevor the Troll and Sasha the Goat, and pretty much everyone else in town. Then we had one final stop.
My place.
Exactly. But you see, that light dusting just got dustier and dustier. Pretty soon there was 3 feet of snow on the ground. Holy donut! When we pulled up to your treehouse, we got stuck in a snowdrift.
Of course.
The extraordinary berry would just not move. This was not good. We had to get back to Big Apple City that night.
When we heard the commotion, Pippa and I and our dogs Sherlock and Cheese rushed out to see what was going on.
Rebecca! I called out. Boy, are you a sight for sore eyes. We're stuck in this snowdrift and we don't know what to do.
I thought about it for a second. Ooh, I'll grab our shovels and we'll dig you out of here. We dig our car out of the snow all of the time, so it should totally work.
Great idea, Rebecca.
I handed each berry a shovel. Even Sherlock and Cheese helped. Not to brag, but they are kind of expert diggers. Once we were exhausted with shoveling, we looked at our work, but because it just kept snowing the whole time, it was as if we hadn't shoveled an inch. The extraordinary berry was not going to budge.
Well, this is not good.
Sour Grapes pointed out.
Oh, what are we gonna do?
Well, our neighbors heard us and started to come outside to see what was going on. They started offering up ideas.
Paula Bunyan thought her axe could maybe help, but just as she was about to swing, I yelled, "No!" Thank you, Paula. But this truck is how this berry makes her living. I was hoping for a more, gentle approach.
Sasquatch thought she could maybe lift it out of the snow, but when she tried, she quickly realized just how heavy the truck was.
So she just disappeared again.
Cool.
Weird.
Trevor the Troll and Sasha the Goat spread some of their famous blackberry jam underneath the truck, hoping it would help it slide out easy. But when Sasha tried to headbutt it out of the snowdrift, the truck did not move.
This is all useless. We're stuck here in freshwater whether we like it or not. Guess we'll have to skip Winterswirl too.
Oh, skipping Winterswirl would be awful. Winterswirl is all about believing in something you can't see. Remember, Sour Grapes?
That's true, Blueberry. Maybe we all just need to get quiet and do a little bit of believing. The answer will come to us.
Okay, if you say so.
The whole group grabbed hands and sat there silently as the snowflakes fell all around us. We waited.
And waited.
And waited.
Nothing seemed to be happening. It felt like we'd been holding hands until springtime. But then, Blueberry Muffin noticed something.
The snowflakes, they taste like cinnamon.
Hey, they kinda do.
Everyone opened their mouths. The snowflakes turned to sprinkle dust. It was the tastiest snow I ever tasted. Then we heard the sound of jingling bells and a jolly laugh somewhere in the distance. Ho, 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 ho! Ho, 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 ho!
Cinnamon swirl.
We looked down and the snowdrift was
Gone.
and there was a clear path, almost the exact width of the extraordinary berry leading straight out of town.
Even Sour Grapes was amazed. Okay, berries, now back into the truck. We've got to get back to Big Apple City to prepare for Winterswirl. We waved goodbye to everyone. Sour Grapes had a smile on her face and a little bit of Winterswirl joy baked in her heart. Maybe this whole Winterswirl thing isn't so bad after all, she thought.
I know it wasn't the most ideal situation, but we did really love having you all here that day. It really brought the town together.
It was magical, wasn't it?
It was. That was Strawberry Shortcake and the Winterswirl Storm. Brought to you by the new Netflix special, Strawberry Shortcake's Perfect Holiday. Written by Rebecca Cunningham. Produced by Chad Chenail. Performed by Rebecca Cunningham, Tessa Flannery, Sabrina Glow, and Triya Leong. Don't forget to subscribe, rate, and review on Amazon Music or wherever you get your podcasts. Grownups, if you would like extra stories for your Tailblazers to listen to, like the original Alice's Adventures in Wonderland or The Wonderful Wizard of Oz, performed by me, well, there's only one place to get it. Head to patreon.com/girltales and join Team Dorothy or above. And Grownups, you can also find Girl Tales and Cordelia Studios on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. And hey, if you loved this story, share it with a friend. Oh, and remember, I believe in you.